Now, why this happens, obviously, it's going to depend on your background, what's driving you, but it's usually a fear of not mattering. It's usually a fear of not being heard, or there might be some fear of vulnerability. And so control is an antidote to that. Psychologically, it might have been a coping mechanism that you learned in childhood. There's old patterns from your upbringing that might have taught you that you're not safe unless you're in control. If you've been really disappointed, if you didn't feel emotionally safe, if you had to do everything and you really were on your own, and that was the only way that you could control the safety of your environment in a traumatic upbringing, then of course you're going to feel like you have to have control of things in order to feel safe. And so that doesn't make you a bad person. It's just important to recognize that this is a coping skill that served you at one time that is no longer going to serve you in a healthy relationship in adulthood. It also could just be that you have lack of tools to express vulnerable emotions without going into dominance, or it could be unprocessed shame or trauma. There's all kinds of things that contribute to this. Even the most loving couples, even people who have done a lot of inner work, who really are committed to personal development, can fall victim to these dynamics that we as human beings, right, we can get hooked into these things. The reason I want to talk about this and bring this topic is because I see it all the time, and it is hard to talk about without people feeling bad. Like they don't want to admit it because they feel like that means that they're a horrible person. And that's just not the case. So it's about getting really curious and self-reflecting without any judgment, without any shame, and being compassionate. Where did this come from? Why am I doing this? What am I really defending against? What am I trying to protect? And then taking a really courageous decision to try doing something different to break out of that.